Well, listen, folks, we're going to go into some things tonight. Gail Wiggins, good evening, dear. Wow. Well, you guys, I want to thank you all for being on the call tonight. Say hello to my little friends. No, so we're out here having a good time. This is my partners. As Adam is an attorney, his lovely wife is my business partner in another business. We're out here having a great time, and they're showing us around Mission Viejo. Yeah. And I want to go into training tonight, but everybody get your pen and paper, and we're going to talk about this. Hold on that, dear. All right. All right, write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, I'm going to put my earphones on. Let's see here. Woo. Man, did you guys enjoy the training last night with Mr. Nelson? Was that powerful or what? An hour and a half. Man, that was super powerful. Now, I want you guys to think about this. Okay, I'm going to talk tonight. Tonight, my conversation is going to be on laws of wealth. Laws of wealth, okay? But before I talk about laws of wealth, I want you to do this. Think about this for a second. Most people, not saying you superstars from around the world here. Matter of fact, Adam's like, he's impressed that it's like all of these countries on. You'll watch you'll watch the entire Netflix series. How many of you watched a Netflix series? Even though the first episode was slow, and just because someone else told you it gets better, you kept watching it. How many of y'all done that before? Don't raise your hand. I don't want to embarrass nobody. You watched an entire Netflix series, even though the first episode was slow, just because somebody said, hey, it's going to get better. And what did you do? What did you do? You keep watching it. But what if you watched and looked at your goals like you watched and looked at that Netflix series instead? Would your life get better? Yes, it would get better. Now, I'm saying that to lead up to something. What? The laws of success. See, if you watch something that's going to bring you down, wouldn't it make more sense to watch something that's going to take your business up? Absolutely. Now, the first law of success, write this down. I've got 4 laws for you today I'm going to talk about tonight. The law of vision. Vision. That little black book said, without vision, the people what? Perish. Vision is really deep, Mr. Jetta, up there in Canada, real deep vision. Sight versus insight. 95% of people, Mr. Julian Lewis, have sight. They have to see it before they believe it. Mr. Lewis, I want to see your check. I want to see this before I get started. All this, they got to have sight. The 5%ers deal with insight. We had to see it before it happened. Let me give you an idea. The building you're in today, the house you're in today, the apartment building you're in today, wherever you're at, the commercial building you're in today, somebody had insight. Oh my God, he's going to teach and preach. Yes, I am. Somebody saw it in their mind first, right? And they wrote it down on paper. Then they went to the architect. The architect put this on schematics. And from the architect, they went to the builder and said, I want you to build this on this land, but I got to go down and get it approved by the city. The city approved it. And then and only then did the architect build it. But it was an insight first. And then as you drive by the property, don't you see a little remnant what it's going to look like on a nice little billboard? Here's what's coming. Coming soon, right? And you look at it and you say, ain't nothing over there but dirt. You come back 6 months later and all the sawing and hammering, and come back a year later, boom, the building's up just like it looked on the remnant. Watch this. But before it became what it was a vision of somebody in their mind. Do you have the vision? Have you put together your SVP promotion and the time frame that should be done? So be specific. Be specific. Look, let me tell you something, a story about my house, my 8,000 square foot house I bought in Sacramento. When I drove up to it, there's only 8 houses, gated community, and sitting on an acre land. And when I saw this house, it had a pyramid on both sides of the driveway and it had a pyramid on top of the house. And when I drove up with the real estate lady, I said, that's my house. That's my house. She looked at me like, sir, you have not even been on the inside of it yet, have you? I go, no, I haven't. Well, how do you know it's your house? I said, because I'm in a pyramid deal. And the house got 3 pyramids on it. So I know it's a pyramid person house. She started laughing. And yes, Miss Celia, I bought that house, 8,000 square foot house. Yes, I bought that house. But see, be specific, but you got to have insight. Do you know things happen before you see them? So become specific, See, with vision, you can increase your income. Write that down. With vision, with what? Vision, you can increase your income to match your dreams. That's right. Write that down. With what? Vision, you can match your income to match. You can increase your income to match your dreams instead of shrinking your dreams to match your income. See, so many people, 95% of the people, oh man, I can't afford that. I can't get that. I'll never have that. You're right, because your vision, you shrunk it down. So remember, with vision, you can increase your income to match your dreams instead of shrinking your dreams to match your income. So be very careful. You know, people talk about the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. No, but you can't look. The sky's not the limit. Write this down. The sky's not the limit, but you can be. It can't be the limit. Why? Because there's footsteps on the moon. Ooh, that's deep. No, the sky's not the limit, but there's footsteps on the moon. So the sky is not the limit. There's already footsteps on the moon, on the moon, on the moon. Number two is the law of the mind. The mind is so powerful. The mind is so powerful. The mind is so powerful. We're going through a situation. Everybody's so weak in mind. I was telling my pastor the other day, I said, Pastor, I got a vision. I want to do another thing for training for the church. And it's called 4 Sides. He goes, do you want to do it 4 days in a week? I said, no, one day a week. And it's called the millionaire mindset. The millionaire mindset. The millionaire mindset. Now, number one, you have to be mentally, because so many people are broken down mental. That's the mind, mental. Next is spiritual. Number 3, financial. And next is emotional, physical. See, these are the 4: physical, mental, emotional, and financial. You got to have them in balance. You got to have them in balance. You got to have them in balance. You got to have them what? In balance. So 95%ers, what they think doesn't happen. 5%ers, write this down. 5%ers determine success is results. I'm result orientated. Let me say it one more time. 95% of what they talk about, what 95% talk about, does never happen. I wish I could. I want that to happen. I always wish it. I wish it the lottery. Look, your chance in the lottery, you're better off got hit by lightning twice. So here again, 5%ers determine success is results of putting things into action. You know, I could say, man, I want to go to my car all night long, but until I put my left foot on my right foot and put it in action, I will never get there. Never get there. I hate when I see people, I'll try to come on the Zoom call. No. If you try, you ain't coming. Losers try. Winners make it happen. Let me ask you a question. Do you try to go to work or you go to work? You go to work. You don't try. Try is a failure. Do you go to your car, you make it happen. So that's number 2 is the law of the mind. The mind. The mind is so important. And you got to control your mind. If you don't control your mind, the situation out here will get you controlled. Like so many people are fearful right now. Fear, F-E-A-R, false education appearing real. They're so scared. You know, I've never seen it like this. I walk down the street, they look down to the ground real quick. You know, look up at the sky real quick. And I walk by, here's what I do. I shake them up. I say, good morning. Oh. Why? Because they're living fear. It's fear. And 2 Timothy 1:7 says, God does not give us a spirit of fear, but a power and of a sound mind. And if you know that you have a sound mind. So don't let your mind get the best of you by thinking negative. Some of you go through the whole day, 95% of things you think about negative. Oh, this gonna happen, that gonna happen. And you know what? It happens. You know why? Because you thought it. You brought it through your thoughts, and Mr. Nelson talked about that last night. All right, number three, the law of value. The law of value. What kind of value you bring? Oh my God, this is what he talked about there. What are you bringing to the marketplace? What kind of value do you bring to the marketplace? Who are you? You want to make more? Bring it to the marketplace. The marketplace does not lie on your value. I've been the top of 2 network marketing companies. Why do you think my income is like it is? Because I bring a lot to the marketplace. Specialized knowledge. Number 1, let's talk about value. Specialized knowledge. So many people got specialized knowledge. My friend right here, Adam, has got specialized knowledge. He's an attorney. He's got specialized knowledge. I don't have specialized knowledge. I have specialized skills. And he's got specialized skills in what he does. But my specialized skills in network marketing is not special for that. It's specializing in common sense, simple things. He's laughing at me. We had dinner a little while ago, or late lunch or early dinner. And I said, I'm the dumbest guy you ever ran into. Now, he's a lawyer by trade. I mean, he's good at what he does, 5.5 years. I mean, he's moved up to the firm here. I mean, he's amazing. And I said, man, now think about it. He's a lawyer. And I'm telling him, I'm the dumbest guy you ever ran into. And he's laughing like, no, you're not. Yeah, I am. And you don't have no. And his wife's my business partner. She's like, no, Al Thomas cannot even do emails. Al Thomas does nothing about. And it's serious. I've told y'all before. I'm the dumbest. Look, write this down if you're smart. Write this down. The less you know, I told him. I said, look, the less you know, the faster you go. The less you know, see, I don't know the rate. I don't know about this stuff. But when I find somebody on my team that can help people like that, like a Natasha Ismail or like a Bree Clemens, people that are better than I am at it. I stick with my lane. I'm a promoter. I promote the business, but I get people that need to know how deep the cables are laid, all that motion in the motion. I put them with people like that can explain it to them. I don't know. Let me say this in a nice way, in a loving way. AC doesn't pay me to know. AC pays me a lot of money not to know. I'm the dumbest. I'm telling you, I've said this. Look, you guys know me. It's not the first time I said I'm the dumbest guy you ever run into. And I had a guy that about a week ago said, man, I can't believe they pay Mr. Al Thomas. He don't know nothing. That's right. They pay me not to know. Don't you realize the more you know, the less you actually know? They pay us to keep it simple. So specialized knowledge, specialized knowledge, specialized knowledge, and specialized skill. Knowledge, my business is skills. 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 If you increase your skills, you will increase your income. Write that down. If you increase your skills, you'll increase your income. The marketplace pays people on what? Determined value. What's your determined value? The skills you bring. So what is your specialty? What is your specialty? Not get hit by the tongue. What's your specialty? What's your specialty? See, your specialty is where you spend your time. Unfortunately, 95% of the population spend its time specializing in things that don't lead to wealth or happiness preservation.
Do you guys happen to have an extra mask?
Oh, extra mask. She needs an extra mask.
Okay.
No, hold on a second. I think we might. Yes. So remember that. Write it down. You're specially. She's over cracking up because I'm on the live call. Your specialty is where you spend your time. Unfortunately, 95%. Write that down. 95%. Write that down of the population spend its time specializing in things that don't lead to wealth or happiness. Okay, there's Grandma. She's waving at me. All right, there we go. All right, man. I love doing these live ones in parking lots. I love it. Right? Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. He was cast over in Australia. She's cracking up. Your specialty is where you spend your time. Unfortunately, 95% of the population spends its time specializing in things that don't lead to wealth or happiness. The marketplace, next thing I'm gonna say, the marketplace pays for value. Yep, he's got value. All right, the marketplace pays for value. Very important. And the last law I'm gonna talk about today is the law of reaping and sowing. This is a real powerful one. Reaping and sowing. Reaping and sowing. Reap it and sowing. Reap it and sowing. Reap it and sowing. If you plant an apple, what do you get? Apple or tomatoes? Reaping and sowing. Reaping and sowing. Reaping and sowing. You know, Mr. Adam, I've been knowing for a while, and we started talking about AC in the night. He got excited about it and started asking me question after question after question. And he says, man, residual income, leverage, really? And because somebody else approached him about network marketing, and he's like, but you, on the other hand, that makes sense. Well, because why? I'm planting a seed of what that person didn't do. They were planting a tomato and trying to get an apple. You can't do that. You got to relate to people right where they're at. So take this down, write this down. Next is take personal responsibility when you share something with ACN about the opportunity. I'm sitting there talking to Mr. Adam. I says, well, please forgive that lady, whoever she was, explain it to you, but that's not who I am. And he saw me, he said, man, all this time, I didn't know what you did. I didn't know this, I didn't know that. Well, I take personal responsibility because I'm sharing with him the opportunity in the right way. So take personal responsibility when you share this. Okay. And by the way, I'm gonna give you one more bonus tonight. Law number 5. The law of desire. You know, we heard Earl Nightingale talk yesterday. The greatest secret. Man is the greatest secret / woman. The greatest secret. That's over 35, 40 years ago. The law of desire. Wow. We are all born from gifts. From gifts. You're a gift. People are attracted to things that are rare. Write that down. People are attracted to things that are rare. Mr. Adam and I talking like, man, I never heard this one. I never heard it. Well, because I'm rare. And the way I bring it is a rare way of showing it. But people are attracted to things that are rare. Are you rare that people are drawn to you? There's a little black book say, you know, about attracting, a law of attraction. You know, you got to attract people to you. You are rare. How rare are you? Do people walk, when you walk in a room, do they say, oh, Miss Ursula Allen, who's that person? When you walk in a room and they look around and say, who, there's something about you. See, you got to be like Julian, when you walk in there, like, there's something about you, I can't put my finger on it. See, people are attracted to things that are rare. Are you rare? When you walk in, do you give a certain air when you walk into a place? See, that's the law of attraction. We are all born gifts. People are attracted to things that are rare. And I think the White Williams said it. And once you understand how rare you are, you'll understand people will walk up to you and say, excuse me, there's something about you, I can't put my finger on it. You know, or something that you're something, you know, they can't say it. So be rare. Be rare. And so last thing I'm going to say tonight is some people are not meant to go where God's got you going. Greg Palmazano said that to me many times for many years. And he said to you on stage thousands of times in front of 25,000 people throughout the years. Some people are not meant to go, Miss Diane Collins, where God's got you going, Miss Kaz, Miss Marker. Some people are not meant to go, Sensational, Sam Foster, Marvin Carter. Some people can't go where God's got you going, Mary Perez. But you got to keep on keeping on. Folks, how rare are you? Rare is important. If you notice when you go to a bar, where's the most expensive liquor? It's up high. You got to stretch for it because why? It's rare. It's not for everybody to get a hold of. Dee Dee Sanders. They got that old cheap stuff right here behind the bar, or they got well wine come out of a spigot. Like, what the heck is that? Is that wine or water? I mean, they got the cheap stuff down there, but the rare stuff is way up high where you have to reach to get it. And everybody is not able to get it. So be that rarity in somebody's life and be a life changer. What do I mean by be a life changer? Change your life so you can change others. I was sitting there talking to Adam. I says, man, I've got 18 people I've helped become this, and I've been here, been there. And he's like, wow, I didn't know that. Well, because I'm rare. And I really talk about myself that way, but I want him to know after all these years. And here's something that's a blessing. So number one, let's highlight what I talked about tonight. Number one. The law of what? The law of vision. Write it down. What's your vision for your business this year? What's the vision to get RD or RVP? What's the vision? Number two, the law of the mind. What are you thinking? Where's your mind thinking? Who are you helping to think the way you're thinking? How many lives have you touched today? Number three, the law of value. The law of value. What kind of value you're bringing to the marketplace? The more value you bring, the more your income goes up. And number four, the law of reaping and sowing. You have to reap, and you'll sow what you reap. You sow bad things, you reap bad things. You sow good things, it comes back to you. I'm telling you, that is a powerful one. Be a giver. And number five, the bonus, the law of desire. Wow. What are you desiring? And are you going out your way to show that you really desire it? I hear people all the time give me lip service. Oh, I'm getting started. Hey, I'm going to do this. Had a guy supposed to start yesterday, and I got a text. Oh, I ran into a bump. I know. What do you mean a bump? It's only $224. What do you mean a bump? What's a bump? It's another excuse. People have more excuses than cardiac liver pills. I remember my early days in network marketing. I used to have a green sheet with 99 excuses on it. And I used to give it to my downline when I training. And when somebody said something, you look on the sheet and see what number was. Oh, that's number 61. My mama died. Number 62, my other mother died. I mean, just every excuse in the world, but yet and still, that's right, Miss Cat. But yet and still they go to work every day, Monday through Friday, hating it. But when it came to this business, they found excuses for themselves. Let me tell you why people do that. You have to understand, people have been programmed, brainwashed, that that's the only avenue. And their mama did it, their daddy did it, their pappy did it, their grandma did it. They were desired to work and they know nothing better. And there's a little black book that says, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do, because they don't know any better. Am I right, Sam Foster? But they'll make excuses up why they can't do ACM, why they can't come to an overview, why they can't get on a Zoom call. But yet still Monday morning, no excuses. So you have to understand that's how people are. So folks, with that said, tonight I'm going to keep you limited to like a 30-minute call. I know we went last night an hour and a half, and I want to thank Mr. Nelson for that. That was a powerful call. But I have the desire to give you those 5 laws of wealth.